Yes, Marker here. I'm sorry, who? Ah, no, I'm sorry, madam. I'm afraid you've got the wrong... Thanks. Oh, thanks again.
Mr. Marker.
Hello.
Just poured a cup of tea. Would you care for one?
Yeah, love that.
How's it going?
Quiet.
Oh, it's bound to take a while. 2 sugars, isn't it?
3, actually.
Thought you liked that picture.
Oh, I do. It's just that I haven't anywhere to put it.
Well, that office of yours is awfully bare.
Yeah, well, the fact is I can't really afford to pay for it just now.
Oh, I don't want you to buy it.
Thanks.
No, you'd be doing me a favour. I haven't much room for it here. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, don't you like China tea?
Oh, yes. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Please keep the picture, Mr. Marker. I haven't room for it here, and I am so fond of Queen Caroline.
Ah. Excuse me.
You, Mr. Marker?
Yes, that's right. I keep forgetting about this sign. Did you want to see me? Did you? Now, do sit down, Miss...
Thanks.
Well, now, what can I do for you? Here. £300 reward for information leading to the recovery of necklace stolen from Parker and Brand, 10th of November. Gold set with turquoise, cabochon, whatever that is, and white pearls, subject to the usual conditions. Hanley, Quinton and Lever, 108 Peascott Street.
I thought we'd go halves.
This necklace, you know who's got it? You pinched it? But you know who did? Tell.
Halves.
I've been burned once already.
You can trust me.
What's your name?
Mary Freeman.
Miss Freeman, if you know where this necklace is, why don't you go direct to Hanley, Quinton and Lever and claim the whole 300 yourself?
Because of John.
Who's John?
John Sheldon, he works at the jeweller's. He stole it.
Did he tell you that?
He was always boasting he'd do it one day.
You know what subject to the usual conditions means, do you? Well, come on then, tell me.
It means information leading to the recovery of the property and the arrest of the thief.
That's right. But if you want any part of this reward, John What's-his-name will have to go inside.
Yes.
Is this some kind of a grudge, Miss Freeman?
He was my boyfriend.
I see.
We were engaged. He just broke it off. Now I'm going to get back at him.
And you don't want him to know that it's you, is that it?
That's it.
That's why you're trying to hide behind me. Wouldn't you get much more satisfaction out of it if he did know that it was you?
I'm afraid of him.
How did he take it, this necklace?
He said he'd make it look like a break-in. Saw through the bars and the skylight. Actually, he'd had a key made to fit the old safe in the workroom. He showed it to me.
This is a bit messy, isn't it?
You're not interested?
Not unless I know some more.
Look, he stole the necklace. There's £300 reward. You would get half. What more is there to know?
I see. The scorned woman, is that it?
I hate him.
Poor lad. All right, then. You better tell me a bit more about him, hadn't you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'd like a wristwatch, please. A lady's.
An everyday watch, sir, or something for evening wear?
Every day.
Do you know if Jones fixed Mrs. Ventnor's bracelet before he left?
I don't have the first idea.
Thanks.
Now, sir, this has classical style, but it's still quite rugged. Date panel, shockproof, water-resistant.
How much?
£26, 17 shillings and sixpence, sir.
Self-winding.
No. But, how about this? Not so practical, perhaps. Gold, attractive face, don't you think? £55, sir.
Self-winding.
Self-winding.
No date panel.
This is self-winding with a date panel and also an alarm, plus twin-faceted onyx hour markers for optimum legibility.
Stainless steel.
Brushed steel, actually.
Let me hear the alarm, would you?
Ask Mr. Marker to come in.
Just a marker.
Good morning.
Thank you. Very good of you to see me, Mr. Quinton.
A newcomer.
Yes, not long. Nice place, isn't it?
Not much work in Windsor for a private detective.
Oh, you find that, do you?
From time to time we do have a use for people like yourselves. Mr. Marker, is this the only reason for your visit?
No, but I'd like you to keep my card, if you would. My terms are negotiable.
These days, who's a not, Mr. Marker?
Oh, excuse me, just a minute. Thank you. Ah,
Presented to Mr. Quinton, December the 9th.
yeah, well, your card can end up in some very funny places, so I always write on them.
Careful, aren't you?
Well, I have to be, don't I?
Yes. Well, what do you want? Ah. You have some information for us.
No, but I'd rather like to know how the job was done.
Would you now?
But it's just possible I might be able to help. No promises, mind.
The necklace belonged to a lady Strode.
Insured?
Yes, it was not as simple as that.
Oh.
The necklace was having a stone replaced by the craftsman at Parker and Brand's, a man named Jones. He says that on the day in question, he put the necklace into the workroom safe before going out to lunch. Time was 1:45. But two other employees passed through the room at 5 to 1, and they say it was still on the work table. The break-in took place a little later. The police examined the safe and found no damage.
And that value is...
£3,000.
And under the terms of the cover, the insurers refused to pay out, is that
That
it?
is right. The loss will be borne by Parker and Brands.
And Jones?
The servant owes a duty to his master.
Fired, was he? Oh, the other two employees, what are their names?
A girl, Miss Janice Athens, and a young man called Sheldon, John Sheldon.
Well, I've checked.
Satisfied?
Well, not enough to go to the police and say Sheldon did it.
I know that.
Well, that necklace could be with a fence by now.
No, he said that was how you got caught, being in too much of a hurry. It'll be in his room, that's where you'll find it.
Have you ever heard of trespass?
Look, he always leaves the key on top of the door. It's Wednesday today, half day. This afternoon he'll be out. Should be easy.
Oh, you think so, do you?
It's your job.
You've been seeing too many thrillers.
You take some risk, don't you, for 150?
No, only Charlies take risks.
Look, I've got a client waiting. I can't stand here arguing. Are you going through with it? Yes or no?
I'll be in touch.
Fantastic driver. Anyway, I was legging it out of Nickerbrook.
Used to do that as a kid. Filthy habit, my mother called it.
You still do it, Inspector?
Call me Percy.
It isn't easy.
No? Oh, well. Yes, I still do it. But now it's my wife who catches me. Funny things, habits.
Yeah. You fancy a cup of coffee?
Only if you're making one.
Yeah.
I was passing and saw the light. Wondered how you're getting on.
Could complain.
The trial of Queen Caroline. Wonder how that looked on the charge sheet, eh? Yours?
No. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'm giving it house room for a friend.
I was on the phone to Quinton this afternoon. Quinton, solicitor. Quinton Hanley and Lever.
I've met him.
He said you had. Asking about a necklace.
Did you phone him or the other way around?
The other way round.
And did he tell you that I might be fronting for the villain?
Not in so many words. Are you?
And you just happen to be passing.
Oh, no evil intended, just curious. You ever come across an Inspector Robertson?
Birmingham City Police.
That's him.
Been checking up on me, have you?
Now, what do you expect? You're on my patch.
I expect nothing, Percy.
All right, keep your hair on. Robertson said you'd been unlucky.
You're damn right unlucky. 20 months unlucky.
Why?
Oh, do me a favour.
Look, I know what you got done for. What I want to know is why you did it. Sharp cookie like you.
Mr. Furbank, I don't have to tell you anything at all.
It seems like that to you, does it?
12 months inside, 8 months outside, accounting to a probation officer for every single thought. That's
Robertson
enough.
said you were shocked.
I was acting for insurers over some stolen jewellery. I paid over the reward, I collected the stuff. I took it back to my office, your mob turned me over and found it. Larceny Act 1916, Section 33.
Every person who receives any property knowing the same to have been stolen shall be guilty of an offence, etc., etc. Replaced by Section 22 of the Theft Act 1968.
Go on.
And now you're on the track of some more stolen jewellery.
Stupid once, not twice. You don't have to worry about me. Why? Are you interested in it, Percy?
Coffee? You know I envy you, Frank.
That has to be a joke.
No, you're your own boss. Nobody breathing down your neck. Independent, free, rich. Clever enough to get by.
Oh, no.
Well, don't worry on my account.
Have you finished with the Strode necklace, then?
Keeping an eye open.
Could have been an inside job, Parker and Brands.
It occurred.
Have you checked on the staff?
No form on any of them. What do you know?
Well, say I had a hunch.
I'm listening.
Would you see Quinton paid me my share?
Are you withholding information, Frank?
Against the law. Criminal Law Act 1967, Section 5.
You've been reading Moriarty.
The very item. Well, are you interested?
What have you got?
John Sheldon.
Yes? Go on.
Try searching is wrong.
I need more.
There isn't any.
Where did you get this?
I'm sorry I didn't hear.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that.
Sorry.
Look, I need details.
I can't do that.
You're pushing it a bit, aren't you? No J. Peel issue a search warrant on that.
Best I can do.
I suppose I could try a bit of... How's your father? Can I have a few words with you? Well, you've made yourself very cozy here, Mr. Sheldon.
It's the best I can do on Parker and Brand's money.
I can imagine.
May I ask what this is about?
Ever been to Venice, Mr. Sheldon?
No, not yet. One day.
When the pools come up, eh?
I don't do the pools. You know I can't add anything to what I told you the other day.
Doge's Palace, gondolas, Bridge of Sighs. Very romantic.
When were you there?
There was a program about it on the box a couple of weeks ago. Didn't you see it?
I don't have a set. I prefer to read.
I can see that. Philosophy of Nietzsche? That's pretty deep stuff, isn't it, Mr. Sheldon?
What doesn't destroy me makes me stronger.
Is that,
That's not too deep to understand, is it, Inspector?
Not at all. If I found the Strode necklace here, would that destroy you, Sheldon?
It had to be that, didn't it?
You don't answer my question.
It would take something bigger than that, and bigger than you, to destroy me.
I'm not convinced.
What about the other employees of Parker's and Brand's? Have you searched their places too?
I'm asking the question, Sheldon.
Oh, it is Courtesy Week.
Do you object to having this room searched?
Do you have a warrant?
Do you object?
Naturally, I object to having my belongings tampered with, wouldn't you?
No, if I had nothing to hide.
Ah, so you're relying on my cooperation as a good citizen.
You could always refuse and allow me to draw my own conclusions.
Good night, Inspector.
Good night, Sheldon.
Please, Inspector. I'm only joking. You're perfectly welcome to stay and search my little place. It shouldn't take too long, should it?
No. Not too long.
Help yourself. Do you mind if I read? There's nothing of value in that, Inspector.
Did you go and see Sheldon and find anything? Ah, yes, well, I was a bit...
You should have been.
Just my luck.
Went through his place with a flea comb. Smart, Sheldon. One of those irritating know-it-all lads. Made me look a fool. I mean, you expect it sometimes, but I still don't like it. In fact, I hate it.
I'm sorry, my fault, but I still think it could be Sheldon.
No, I don't think so, Marker. He's a talker. He's not the sort to act. Who gave you the nod?
I told you it was a hunch.
Hunch my boot. He's just the sort of lad to stir it up to.
Inspector, I've said I'm sorry.
All right,
now,
you've
if you...
apologized, Marker. Okay. Somebody wanted to get at Sheldon. And that somebody talked to you.
Oh, no, I never said that.
Now, you take my advice, forget it. Get yourself a nice, simple divorce job, eh?
You're not my client. I'm getting nothing from you. You're using me, so please cooperate. Now, why did Sheldon pack it in with you?
He said I was a stupid bore, that he'd never be able to teach me anything.
I get it. So you're trying to even things up by pinning this on him, huh?
No, he took it. I know he took it. It happened exactly the way he said he'd do it.
You made all that up, didn't
No,
you?
I told you the truth.
You're lying in your teeth, aren't you?
I hate you. Go to hell.
I'm not having a very good morning.
Mrs. Grant's getting ratty.
I'm just coming.
I should never have listened to you.
And you shouldn't have told the police.
How did you know that?
I got a phone call from John last night.
But Sheldon, he phoned you?
Obviously, he thought it was me who talked.
Well, what do you mean thought? Didn't he say?
No.
Well, what did he say?
Nothing.
Well, he must have said something.
He said I was a stupid little cow.
Look, if I were you, I'd just forget all about him.
I want to see him caught.
Mr. Sheldon, John Sheldon.
Yes, what can I do for... Ah, aren't you the man who couldn't make up his mind about the wristwatch?
Yes, that's right. What a good memory. That isn't why I'm here, though.
Well, no, I imagine not.
And I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Really?
Yeah, my name's Marker. I'm acting on behalf of a client. Must we talk out here?
Oh, come in, Mr. Marker.
Thank you.
You don't want to be uncomfortable now, do you? Acting on behalf of a client. Sounds impressive. What's your line of business?
Private inquiries.
Curiouser and curiouser. Won't you sit down, Mr. Marker?
Thank you. It's going to be a bit hard talking over that.
Of course. You must forgive me staring at you, Mr. Marker. I don't believe I've seen a private detective before. Would you care for a cigarette?
Thank you, I don't.
Do you mind if I...
No.
Well, I'm ready for the surprise.
Surprise.
Yes, aren't you going to tell me who your, client is?
Mary Freeman. You find that funny?
Yes, I find it very funny. Why should she send you to see me?
Because she's afraid of you.
Afraid of me? That's ridiculous.
Is it? Why did you phone her last night? What are you afraid of?
Mind your own bloody business.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't have to answer your questions. You've no authority.
You asked me to come in.
Mary? A client? What do you really want, snooper?
I don't have to answer your questions.
Then get out.
All right, it'll be a pleasure. I don't like your type anyway.
Type?
You don't care for that, do you? Oh, there are lots of you boys about. Think you can get away with murder? Well, I've got news for you.
You've got nothing.
You're not even smart enough to be a small-time con.
Now, you better be careful what you're saying.
If you're going to sue, you'll need witnesses.
Now, get out!
You'd like to hit me, wouldn't you?
You're trying to provoke me.
That's right.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, my friend. But I'm not playing.
No, of course not. You've got a soft centre, haven't you?
Now, you go and tell your client, Mr. Marker, that she has absolutely no need to fear me. Tell her she flatters herself if she imagines that I care enough even to think about her, let alone offer her violence. I'm not going to be provoked, Mr. Marker. Not by a little prole like you. Or anyone.
done from memory, of course.
But what is it?
Oh, come on, it's not as bad as all that. I mean, what does it look like?
A one-eyed bull.
What's all that, then?
Well, perhaps it's going to a party.
Oh, no.
Well, come on, you describe it and I'll draw.
You say you really can't tell?
No, I can't, Mr. Marker. Now, come on.
All right, these two ends go around the neck, and the rest just hangs down in front.
Yep. Like so.
Mm-hmm. Pearls, all the way around.
What kind of pearls?
Well, little ones on the chain, and then one like earrings there and there.
Pendant pearls.
Yes, pearls like mine.
All right. Like that?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Right. What next?
And the big gold squiggly bit in the middle.
Squiggly.
Yeah, you know, the intricate.
Filigree.
Yeah, filigree.
You're not having me on, Mr. Marker.
No, I've really seen this.
All right. What next?
And big blue stones set in, big one there, and the smaller one there, there, and there.
Cut.
Having fun?
You know, faceted.
No, just sort of round.
En cabochon.
Oh, so that's our cabochon.
A skilled hand. Yours?
No. Do you mind if I sit down?
Make yourself at home. It seems from this that you know where it is.
Well, let's say I've got a pretty good idea.
Not good enough for the police.
I think it's a little early for that.
Once bit. Eh?
I don't quite follow you, Mr. Quinton.
Don't you? A sharp fellow like you.
Oh, I get it. You've been talking to Fairbank again.
Well then, tell me.
You?
Yes. So that I can assess the legal position, since you seem to be a little uncertain.
Mr. Quinton, when I need your assessment on this or anything else, I'll come to you. I've told you it's a little early. Until then, it stays up here. After all, you might have another one of your phone conversations with Fairbank, and then where would that leave me and my 10%?
Are you suggesting, Marker? Yes? The insurance brokers. Put them through. Hello, Proudfoot. Quinton here. How's the wife? Oh, they all do, dear boy. They all do. Yeah. Well, you are acting for insurers on this necklace stolen from Parker and Brand's. Yes, I think I may have something my end. Well, maybe it's nothing, of course, but do you have a description? Yes, my something has done a sketch. Well, I don't know. Hold on. How accurate is this?
Oh, it's a good impression.
Well, I'd say it's a rough guide. Well, then, small round pearls on a fine gold chain with pendant pearls from the two lower strands. Then, what's this meant to be?
That? Filigree.
Gold filigree setting for a large stone in the centre, 5 smaller round stones to each side and one underneath. Yes, of course. What sort of stones?
Ooh, bluish.
Blue, apparently. Well, I can't really tell. Just a moment. Has it got a gold clasp, 2 hands gripped together? Well, has it?
Yes, it has.
It has, apparently. It does indeed. Well, I'll keep you posted. Goodbye. Well, Mr. Marker, it seems that you found it.
Yes. I'll keep you posted, Mr. Quinton.
Don't you usually say thank you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Nice coffee. I know he's not with you anymore. I just thought you might let me have his number. No, I'm at Euston Station, you see, and they haven't got your phone books up here. Yeah. That's right. I'm his brother. From Bolsall Heath. Thanks very much. Yeah? Right, thank you very much. Hello? Is Mr. Jones there, please? Oh, I see. Is that Mrs. Jones? Mrs. Jones, my name is Marker. I might be able to help your husband over that business at Parker and Brand's. Well, I could be with you by, what, 2:30? Yes, fine. Where exactly are you? Yes. Yes. Got that. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Fancy the worm turning like that.
You think it is Mary Freeman?
Uh-huh, certain.
She must hate your guts.
Oh, I do so hope so.
What do you want to go and lead her on in the first place for?
It amused me.
Now she's going to get her own back, isn't she?
Her own back. She's going to get nothing.
John, let's chuck it away.
Oh, don't be silly.
Silly? Me?
Yes, you're behaving like a frightened little rabbit that's seen a snake. Oh, and talking of snakes...
What?
Marco, the snake in snake's clothing.
Let's get out.
What? Next round's yours.
He's following us.
I shouldn't think so. What if he is? Sit down.
It's getting dangerous.
Of course. That's when the fun starts. And just relax and enjoy it. Ha! Think of poor old Jones on the dole. Still, shouldn't have been so careless, should he?
Well, well, well. Mr. Sheldon and friend.
The public bar's through there.
Cheers. That's better. I needed that. Mind if I put my cheese roll on your table? It won't contaminate your smoked salmon.
Cheese and pickle.
Oh, there's no grace anymore, is there?
Still working for Miss Freeman?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
In a manner of speaking, yes. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Sorry, I can't say the same for you.
What does the fellow mean?
Bad ring. Dud coin. Like you?
Come on. Let's get some fresh air.
But you said...
I changed my mind.
Bravo, boys. Be seeing you. Mr. Jones?
Yes?
My name's Marker. I spoke to your wife on the phone.
Oh, yes. Well, you better come in.
Thank you.
Go on in, Mr...
Marker. Yes, 'tis a bit chilly, isn't it?
I was out with the dog when you rang. Oh, do sit down, please.
Thank you.
The wife told me you might be able to help in some way over this Parker and Brandt business.
Well, yes, I might. I can't promise anything, mind.
Are you with the police?
No, not exactly, but there are one or two things I'd like to confirm. Now, you were replacing a stone in Lady Strode's necklace, weren't you?
That's right, I'd finished it.
What did you do with it when you went to lunch?
I've told all this before,
I
you
am
know.
sorry. I would like to get it clear.
Well, I locked it in the safe. I always do. It's a strict rule. Besides, there was no point in it staying outside. As I told you, I'd finished the job.
Yeah, but the other two at Parker and Brand say they'd saw it in the workroom after you'd gone to lunch.
Then they're mistaken.
There's no chance that you were mistaken about where you put it, I mean.
I'm not a liar.
Oh, no, I know
I
you're
locked
not.
it in the safe. I remember doing it.
The Parker and Brands believe the other two.
Yes,
And you got the push.
that's right. After 25 years.
Might the other two have lied? Would they have any reason to?
Sheldon might. He's a troublemaker, always has been. But not the girl.
But Janice Athens?
No, she's straight enough.
I see.
But how's all this going to help me?
Bear with me for a minute, Mr. Jones. I'd like you to see something.
Yes?
Is that Lady Strode's necklace?
Might be. It's hard to tell. Could be anything. Yes, it's quite like it.
How is it fastened?
Its clasp?
Yeah.
2 little gold hands. Quite neat.
Oh, not two interlocking silver rings.
No, oh no.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. You've been a great help.
That's all, is it?
Yes, that's all. We might be able to make something of this. You never know.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah. What's all this? Don't they ever give you the afternoon off?
Bye, who needs time off?
You talk like a real wage slave.
Do you want that tea?
Depends what sort.
Your sort.
That's more like it. I timed it just right, didn't I? How on earth do you ever find out the truth?
What is truth?
Oh, I see. Philosopher as well as tea maker, eh? All right, then facts, if you prefer it that way.
Well, facts aren't difficult, surely.
Oh.
One asks people.
Oh, yeah, well, I do ask people, but you know people don't tell me the truth. Thank you.
Then you must catch them out.
How?
Apply pressure.
I see.
Frighten them into telling you that...
The what?
The facts.
Frighten them. Yeah.
Who let you in?
Shut the door this time.
Who let you in?
I'd let myself in.
Well, let yourself out again, then.
What? That's the way you want it. Seems a pity, though.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, Mork. You're in the mire up to your knees and you know it. Still, it's your choice.
I don't think you know anything. It's just a bluff.
Oh, it's a bluff, is it? What, then, is that?
Lady Strode's necklace, huh?
Still think I'm bluffing?
No, I don't think you're bluffing.
No, but you are, aren't you?
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on. This isn't Lady Strode's necklace, and you know it. Although I'm supposed to think it is.
You can say anything you like.
All right, then I will. Your pal Sheldon gets a copy made of the key to the safe. And then one day, after Jones has put Lady Strode's necklace back into the safe and gone to lunch, Sheldon comes along, uses the key, opens the safe, and takes the necklace. Am I right?
How am I involved, even if this story were true, which it isn't?
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't finished. Hear me out. Now, about half a dozen people at most had access to that key. And that would have brought the police inquiries too close to home. So, you fake a break-in and establish, with the aid of that Lady Strode's necklace was pinched while it was left out in the workshop. Poor old Jonesy.
I bought that necklace for my mother.
Pull the other one, will you?
You can't prove that I didn't.
Oh, maybe I can't. But what I can prove is that is the necklace seen by Janice Athens in the workroom at 5 to 1 on November the 10th.
You damn well can't.
No? This is a statement signed under oath by Janice Athens. I've just shown her that necklace. Shall I read you what she says? She says, I recognized it by the 2 silver rings fastening it up. Thought it was very funny on a gold chain. Do you want to read? Oh, you've been clever, but you haven't been clever enough. You could get 10 years. Did you know that?
I didn't steal the necklace.
Well, you've nothing to worry about then, have you?
What are you going to do?
Me? It's not what I'm going to do. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Well, then you better start thinking about it, didn't you? If you need me, I'm in the phone book.
What's that doing?
It's a reminder.
Okay, let's see it.
See what?
The sketch. Let's have it.
Look, what is there between you and Quinton?
Who said anything about Quinton? You've been playing games, haven't you, Marker?
I've been playing games.
Telling that young lad you had signed statements and such like.
Ah, you've been to see Walker, have you?
He came to see us.
Huh? And, has he coughed?
He is, as you might say, helping the police with their inquiries.
Oh, is that all?
Worried about your share of the reward?
In a word, yes.
You leaned on him too heavily. He said you said 10 years.
Theft Act, 1968, Section 7?
First offence.
Ah, well...
You frightened him, and he came running. But not to you.
No. So?
So we still haven't got the necklace. The real necklace. And we want it, don't we?
But doesn't he know where it is?
It was under his floorboards, but now it isn't. He thinks his friend Sheldon might have taken it.
Ah, difficult. Unsupported testimony of an accomplice and all that.
As you say, difficult.
Thank you. Hello, Marky. Yeah?
Oh, Mr. Marker, it's Mary Freeman.
Yes?
I know you're going to be very angry with me. I'm afraid I've misled you.
Do you think I could ring you back in the morning about this?
I shan't be here in the morning.
I see. I'm sorry about this. Go on.
I made all that up about John Sheldon.
Say again?
It was untrue. You see, he jilted me. That's why I told you that story.
But wait a minute, I don't understand.
I can't wait.
Look here.
Business?
Yes, an old lady lost her dog.
Well, as I was saying, we still haven't got the necklace.
Listen, Percy.
Oh, that's nice.
What's nice?
First names. Frank.
There's something I think perhaps you ought to know.
There are lots of things I ought to know.
That necklace.
Now listen, friend. So far, you've either said too little or too much. No more palsy-walsy, eh? Understood?
By the book.
Right.
Well, there was this girl, you see, and she comes here into the office the other morning, and she puts me this proposition. Well, it does sound a bit risky, but I think it over. I think, well, why not?
Right, that's a lot. See you all next week. Well, go on, go home.
Hang on, just a second. Thanks a lot, that'd be super. I just finished this. 10.
Come on, Paul.
Are you sure?
I want to get home.
Trouble is, he still wears turn-ups.
Ciao, both.
Good night, Alan. You'll wake the dead. Still, who wants to live? Mystery? Coffee, then. Where'd you keep the French stuff?
Sorry, I'll do it. Just wanted him to be in. He never is.
You're an idiot.
Thanks.
Come here.
What was that for?
I haven't kissed anybody for a whole week, that's all. It's called keeping in touch.
You're very good.
Am I?
I think so.
When I need a reference, I'll look you up.
Reference?
Job. Why the hell does the suburban housewife go to evening classes? Prepare for the day hubby leaves for good.
You don't take sugar?
Oh, makes you fat. Fat may be content, but fat's not beautiful. Where is,
Working, I hope.
Mine is too, I hope. We are 25,000 feet up. This is your captain speaking. For God's sake, here we are, abandoned. Let's march back out. Let's be prowlers, terrors of the streets. Young men will keep to the middle of the road after dark, always travelling in groups of not less than 3. What's up, Pet? You don't rush home for nothing when you know he's not here. Come on, tell Mom. Mom, she says...
It's late.
Sure, it's not teacher.
No.
Gently. Why not? I've seen his beady eyes on you.
They're not beady.
Oh? What colour?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay, you should be so lucky.
Paul, I've been having phone calls. No calls, just... It rings, then when I pick it up, it goes down the other end. No words, nothing.
You've no idea?
We're new here. Who do we know? Who knows us?
Have you told Ken?
No.
Why not? Tell the police.
Rubbish. Load of old tat.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well, I know. You might get a quid for the frame. You're a collector.
Me? No, why do I look like one?
Oh, I wasn't being personal. You don't need money to start anything antiques. Just taste and the right contact. Here, have another.
Oh.
Special? Mm-hmm. Other special? No, getting started. That's the trouble. Now, I reckon I might make it here. Curiosity value. Well, you don't always find maggots under a dirty stone. Think of it. What a change I am to. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That'll be 7,000 sheets, ma'am, eh? What's your line?
Oh, this and that.
More that than this, eh? Happy days.
Cheers.
I love objects. I do. I really do. I like the feel of things. Know what I mean? Foursquare, on the ground. Tough, with a bit of history. You know, there's nothing like it.
Supposing I wanted something.
Oh, I'm glad I met you.
Something belonging here, at this place.
Like what?
I'll leave that to you.
How far can you go?
4 or 5 quid, depends what it is.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Where'll you be?
Here, or hereabouts.
Done. Now I got to go and see a bit of Sheffield plate.
Shut up.
Slough, 33829. Hello? Hello?
Mrs. Ken Pitt.
Yes?
And you want him to know what both of us know?
Know what? Please, please, stop it. I don't know what you're saying, but please stop it.
You've nothing to hide. You're sure? Think. Think. You're thinking. Good. And that's worth a lot of money to keep quiet, isn't it?
I'm not thinking anything. Who are you? I shall notify the police.
Ken wouldn't like that. He'd want things kept quiet. Quite right. I mean, he wouldn't want anyone to know, would he, a man in his position? And I'm prepared to help you. Yes, you. How does the wife, the attractive wife of someone like Ken, spend her time when he's away? All that time. Hello?
He's on the phone now. He's blackmailing me.
Look here!
Did he hear your voice?
I don't know.
If he knows you're here, he won't phone.
I have that effect on people.
Ken.
We don't want to hurt Ken, do we? We want him kept innocent. Both of us.
Barbara, look at me. What did you say, Pep? It can't matter that much.
It does.
What?
Everything. Oh, we were only taking time to build up all this. It can't crumble. Nobody's going to stop this.
Well, why should they want to? Look, Pet, you can tell me.
Why?
Don't you trust me?
I don't trust anybody. I don't know what I think, feel. All I know is I told you enough. Oh, I don't know. There's a streak in Ken. He believes things anybody tells him.
Okay, so he's a suspicious bastard and they know that.
I love him.
Good, so tell him.
Don't you see? I don't want to.
Why are you killing me? In college, bless him, I was at least mother. They used to come and cry on my bed.
I never did.
No. Your dad must have been a sign writer. Please do not touch. Help's an insult to you, isn't it? I'm falling apart.
It's not
No
that.
appeal, male or female. How could it be my best friend won't tell me? Let me help.
How?
Mr. Marker?
Yes?
I saw your name in the tobacconist's.
Oh, so it does pay to advertise.
We wondered if you could help us.
We?
Yes.
Better come into the office. Take a seat.
Oh, hang on.
There we go. Look, it's not my job to guess why you're here. If you want to tell me anything, do. If not,
Barbara's being blackmailed.
Threatened.
go to the police.
No.
If you're worried about the scandal...
Oh, they can hang themselves for all I care. In any case, we're new here.
Well, how are you being blackmailed?
Phone calls. 7, 8. This time he spoke.
How new are you here?
9 months.
And where were you before, Mrs.
Barbara Pitt. Leicester.
What does your husband do?
He's an electronics engineer at Lockington's.
And at Leicester?
Yes.
Why did you move?
For the job. want you to find this man.
He has to ask
Just find
questions.
him.
Is anything this man says true?
No.
Well, what does he say?
He knows Ken's name. And he said, do I want Ken to know what both of us know?
And what's that?
For God's sake, nothing. I do nothing.
And when did these calls start?
3 weeks ago.
Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Look, nobody does nothing, Mrs. Pitt. What do you do? Where do you go? Who do you meet?
I get up. I make breakfast. Ken leaves. I clean what there is to clean.
No job?
No.
Why, have you got children?
No. I make myself lunch. I shop in supermarkets to save pennies. I don't talk to anybody because I don't know anybody and they don't know me.
Well, this man does.
Once a week, Polly and I go to evening classes.
English.
Who runs them?
Oh, a teacher from St. Edmunds, Alan Lipton.
Otherwise, I wait and I wait and I wait.
Well, what for?
Ken.
This voice. Do you recognize it at all?
No.
Well, is it young, old, rough,
I don't know.
posh?
I don't know. It's like yours, sort of neutral.
Would you know it if you heard it again?
Yes.
Oh, you seem very sure. Telephones distort, you know.
Because I can hear it now. That's why. Because it drills in my head.
Why?
Why? I don't know why. It does.
Will you help?
Yes. What's her address?
14 Marshwood Court, Slough 33829.
Yeah, I won't phone. She's had enough of the telephone.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, you tell your friend next time she's not to lie.
Oh, it's you. Come in.
No, it's just that I'm thinking of employing him, and I would like to know the date of his release. Kenneth Pitt, B-I-T-T.
Leave, and I don't know where to go. So I checked out Mexico, and I checked out Ireland, I checked out England. So next, I am going to Australia, I think, and South Africa. Check
Bob?
places.
Do you think you
Bob?
will go to South Africa?
I think so, yes. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to
Bob.
where my race is in a minority.
What's up?
Don't.
What's up?
Nothing. Nothing.
Prosperity by a black man.
Now, I don't know how much money he spent in Hancock County, but how many jobs does he claim he's created? How much prosperity
Where are you going?
has he brought?
Take my coat off.
That's what I have been unable to find.
Come on, something's up.
You want something?
I've eaten. Look, is there something or not?
Yes.
Well, then I've got a right to know.
Don't shout, please.
Look, it's 3 little words. I mean, you're the one with the brains. Come on, what's the matter?
Somebody keeps telephoning me. He wants money.
What for? What did he say?
He said we'd want it kept quiet. You wouldn't want anybody to know.
I thought I'd been inside. Well, they know that at Lockington's.
And he said we'd want you kept innocent. And he said, how does the wife of someone like Ken spend her time when he's away?
How many times?
8, 9. Help me.
You haven't told the police? Well, it's a joke. It's a joke, come on.
It's not a joke. I'm here, you're not. I'm waiting all day for that damn thing to ring. I'm here.
You're not getting a job. I want to prove I can keep you, and I mean it. Okay, so it's inverted snobbery. But I will. But there's nothing in it, is there? What?
You hurt.
Well, I won't ask again. I don't apologize. Now I am. You know what hurts, bro? You're very beautiful, and a suspicious, clumsy, ugly old sod who doesn't learn. I know you've done your waiting, but I know that. I can feel it, but you've got to give me a chance to make up for it. It's the only thing I'm any good at, is figures. Nothing's got to get in the way of that job, bar I've got it. I want to make it work. It's got to work. I mean, I can do things on my own. Things I can offer you. I mean it.
All right.
What's that bloke's name again?
Mr. Marker.
Come on, you. Come on. Yes, you will. Look, kid,
Always say
if you don't hit Churchill here, we'll hit you.
Why?
'Cause we said. Now go on. I'll give you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's your turn. Come on.
Come on.
Hit him.
Hit him. He just hit
Come
you.
on,
Hit him.
hard.
Go on. Hit
Come
him.
on. That's
Hit
it. Come on.
him.
Hit him. Come on. That's it. Come on. That's right.
Cut it! Shuker, Boyle, tomorrow you're in it. I mean it.
You hear me saying anything then, sir?
You did nothing to stop it.
I was just passing. It's a free country.
Yeah, well, all 4 of you. Tomorrow morning, my room, 11 o'clock. No break. You two, get out. Walk! All right, sir. Can I help you?
Is Mr. Lipton?
Yes. Your parent?
Can I go, please, sir? I've got a job.
If I was a parent, I'd want to deal with him.
Go on. Shuker! Some decisions are best not left to parents, Mr...
Marker. No, I'm not a parent. I want to join your evening class.
Oh, fine.
You're going to let them get away with it?
Oh, no.
There's one thing I can't stand. Blackmail.
Blackmail? Oh, the whole system's one of blackmail, Mr... Marker. Do well or else. Don't expect us to help you, understand you, take into account where you come from, where you go home to. Oh, come to a brand new school and be taught by methods 30 years out of date. Oh, man, I'm sorry. 1 enrollment form. Fill it in now, it'll save time.
Yeah.
Marker. Initial?
F.
Address?
93 High Street, Eton.
Trade or occupation?
Inquiry agent.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny.
What?
Whenever I say that, people look guilty.
And you're inquiring into English literature?
Yes, why shouldn't I?
No reason. What put you onto us?
Friends. Polly Bevins and Barbara Pitt.
Nice friends.
Very nice for you. Teaching pretty young women. What does your wife think about it?
I'm not married. Are you?
No. Oh. You involved with ex-prisoners?
Yes, in an amateur kind of a way.
Ah, no wonder you don't like punishment.
Oh, you know about prisons.
What sort of a amateur kind of way?
If people want help, I give it if I can.
Why?
Because if I were in a fix, I'd want someone to help me. I mean, we're all criminals. The lucky ones don't get caught. Am I being interrogated?
Where do I pay this fee?
Here, Thursday. And this is our basic reading list.
What will you do with those 2 boys tomorrow?
Tomorrow's tomorrow. Today I had to stop myself from flaying Shuker alive.
Oh, dear. Very violent.
But tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that for a month, he'll carry home for me whatever I need to be carried. I promise.
He said you lied.
Well, I don't like letting go the whole of myself.
You don't want him. Okay, if you don't want him, it'll save money. And you won't go to the police.
No.
So you just hang around here, moping, waiting for something to happen. But get a job, do something, get out of this place. You can teach.
No.
Why not?
Ken has his reasons.
You make every allowance for him, and he demands everything from you.
That's our concern. You just have to take it from me. If I get a job, it'll hurt him.
Why me?
There's nothing illegal or freakish staying at home. You do. Why did you teach?
Put me in front of a class of 8-year-olds. They'll end up mentally backward by Easter. Leave it. Come on, we're going out. Get your coat. It's going to reach the man.
It might be.
Come on.
All right. All right, all right.
Special.
Pint, sir? Sorry.
Polly said you said I lied.
Well, did you? You said that your husband was an electrical engineer at Leicester.
He studied it.
At the university? Now, my job, sometimes, or most times, is pretty humdrum. Plodding around, putting bits of sad fact together. But, every now and again, you go on a kind of instinct, a suspicion, a smell. Like the smell of prison waiting rooms. Now, you say Leicester to me, and you could be saying Broadmoor, Durham, Pentonville.
I thought I was being very careful.
Yes, the women in prison waiting rooms are careful, too. Careful to give the opposite impression to the one they're feeling. I made some phone calls, Mrs. Pitt. It's very easy to find out once you know where to ask.
He did 18 months. He used to be so full of fizz. Open.
How did you get the job at Lockington's?
He applied.
Did they know about it?
Yes.
Does everybody know about it?
They're proud of their scheme for resettling people.
Has he made any enemies since he's been there?
No, he works too hard.
Does he know Alan Lipton?
No. I mean, he would know me if he's seen him. Why?
Was your husband on probation?
Yes. He came out on parole 6 months early.
And that finished 3 weeks ago, just when the phone call started?
Yes. See, if they'd wanted to muck up his probation, they'd have tried earlier. Nothing makes sense.
It would, if the blackmail was to do with you and not with your husband.
I've told you, there's nothing.
Yeah, but what did you do in Leicester?
I didn't want to come to you, Mr. Marker.
But you did.
Polly, Mr. Marker, what would happen if I were to pay this man to stop it all?
Well, have there been some more calls?
None that I've answered. Say I'll want to pay.
But it means that either there's something in it or that you don't need me.
I want to pay.
You pay once and you go on paying, you know that. Eh?
Very nice. Better than pictures.
And the fair one is full of history.
Mr. Marker? She didn't mean it. Now, she's terribly worried.
Come on, come in. Come in, sit down.
What do you think?
It's no longer my concern, is it?
Oh, it is. I'll go on paying you.
Now, why should you do that?
Because it's her.
Why she's so special?
Have you ever lived in suburbia? Friends, real friends, have more market value than houses. I knew her in college.
What's she like?
Quiet.
You're not. I mean, why you?
Attraction of opposites. Oh, then we lost touch and I met her again about 6 months ago on a bus. She just moved in. What have you found out?
Nothing.
But you said you made a lot of
I
calls.
told you nothing. Not as easy as all that.
It's your job.
How quiet was she in your college?
She worked hard.
No playing around?
She wanted very much to become a teacher. It was all she wanted.
Didn't she?
Apparently not. Apparently she got married to Ken.
Apparently?
She married Ken. All I know about her is what she tells me, what she lets slip.
Do you believe her?
Well, why ever not?
Well, she lied to me about her husband. I can understand her being defensive. I understand her being nervous. But why is she so miserable?
You would be, for God's sake, if you'd lost a baby.
When was this?
18 months ago.
Well, you haven't done your homework, have you?
Mrs. Pitt. Yes, the great Gatsby.
Yes, you like it?
Yes, very much.
Why?
I like the madness of the people. Oh, no, they could afford to be mad, but they weren't afraid of doing mad things. They weren't stick in the muds. They weren't ordinary.
You like extraordinary people.
I'm married to one.
For the married couple in the book, Daisy and Tom, they weren't likable.
Yeah, but they weren't boring.
They abused each other.
They abused everything.
Example?
Their treatment of their little girl. To them, she was candy floss, to be brought out on special occasions and then put back in cellophane.
Do you believe in Daisy's love for Gatsby?
Yes.
Why?
I think it's possible to love outside marriage. Her husband was a pig. Gatsby could give her something that Tom couldn't himself.
So you think an attractive wife like Daisy with a husband like Tom who's off when he feels like it, Daisy's entitled to spend the time while he's away, a great deal of time. Well, how?
We're talking about a book. Gatsbys don't grow on trees in suburbia.
Okay. We'll hear it all back.
I think it's possible to love outside marriage. Her husband was a pig. Gatsby could give her something that Tom couldn't himself.
So you think an attractive wife like Daisy with a husband like Tom who's off when he feels like it, Daisy's entitled to spend the time while he's away, a great deal of time. Well, how?
We're talking about a book. Gatsbys don't grow on trees in suburbia.
Okay. We'll hear it all back.
Bar? Bar? He told me to
Ah, leave me be.
What was the matter?
Nothing. You look all touch me too much.
There was something there, wasn't there?
I don't know.
In there.
Please, I'm all
In
right.
the voices, in the playback.
It wasn't the voice.
No, but it was like it.
How?
But it might point to a person.
No, it was only in the
A
recording.
person about Lipton's age, with his kind of background. I mean, not rough, not vulgar.
No.
Don't get upset.
For God's sake, you can't stop touching me. I don't want to be touched. I want us to be left alone. I want us. I don't want you. I don't want people.
Ken?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Hello.
What's the matter? You're shivering. Has he been at you again?
No,
True?
yes. I'm just glad to be back. You're strange.
No.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing.
Ken?
Mr. Marker?
Yeah.
It's Ken Pitt speaking.
Oh, yes.
Look, could you come over to Lockington's? It's about my wife.
Yes, all right. I'll be right over.
33829. Oh, no. Please, please.
Don't panic, just listen. Good. Look, I don't want to make a big thing of this. All I want's 50, Barbara.
How do you know my name?
50. These aren't empty threats, Mrs. Pitt. Don't think I can't spread it around. This is a very small place.
If you leave us alone, I'll pay. I'll pay.
Ken had a word with you last night, Barbara. I'm glad. I had to push you a bit, didn't I? You'd been very silly not playing along. I'll ring again later.
Your name Marker?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Pitt, is it?
Yeah. He's ringing me now. This nice
He's
voice
ringing
rings
you?
up.
When?
Well, yesterday. Here. This nice voice rings up. Ask her about the estate, Ken.
Estate? What estate?
I don't know. Could be a car. Could be where we lived. We've never had a car.
Well, if you don't know, why don't you ask your wife?
Because I might not want to know. And when you're mad about someone, there are some stones you don't want turned over.
And you think I do know?
Or you're involved in some
oh,
kind of...
yes. Yeah, and with a smashed-up office for my pains, too. Mr. Pitt, you want the business settled, do you?
Yes.
You want your wife helped?
I'm a husband.
Then can we please cut through this cloud of half answers, please? And everybody's so busy defending everybody else's tender spots, we're getting nowhere.
All right.
I don't think this has got much to do with your having done Bird. I was going to ask you if you'd made any enemies.
No, not that I know of.
If his voice has started to bring you in, he obviously knows something.
Well, what's something?
Something to do with your wife. Probably while you were away. I don't think you're blackmailing your own wife.
You what?
You know, your voice on the phone, it's... I don't know, but it's not right. Anyway, it's up to you. I know that some families like to keep some stones unturned, but if it's a good enough marriage, it'll stand most questions. Probably all you need is a third party to ask the questions.
All right. You go easy on her, Mr. Marker. She's a golden girl. She's stuck by me. She's got nobody. When I first saw her, I didn't reckon I had a monkey's chance, but she got the fireworks going in me. You know what I mean? Even now, I only have to see her standing in a doorway, and I'm shivering. She's mine.
All right.
How long, thanks, how long after you lost the baby were you still inside?
11 months.
Yeah, I reckon it was one of the factors getting me parole.
But did you make any enemies while you were in there? Well, any friends?
No, I kept myself to myself. It's hard, but you have to, or you get grey like the others.
But, so nobody visited your wife on your invitation?
Well, she visited me. She never missed.
But did you live with relatives or what?
No,
I was on my own.
So you had no idea about anything she did unless she told you?
I did nothing.
What, for 11 months? It's 40-odd weeks. It's a hell of a lot of lonely days. He knows your name, he knows your husband's name. Yeah, I'm sorry, but after a terrible mishap like yours, you must have visited, I don't know, doctors, you must have gone out to shop, you must have gone out to eat.
And the state car's one with the back?
Yes.
Then I know what he's saying. It was nothing. Nothing at all. We used to wait in Charles Street for a bus in his estate.
Who?
I was ashamed. No. I couldn't bear to be seen at the clinic. I was a freak. A baby's born every second, and I looked in a shop window and I said out loud, I'm a freak, incomplete. Everybody was too polite to say anything. I used to arrange to be the last to be checked because I wanted to slip home in the dark. He drove me to the bus stop. half a dozen times.
Who?
Dr. Spencer.
So there is something.
No, we just sat there talking. I mean, I was all right medically. I probably didn't need to go as often as I did, but I just wanted to talk to somebody, anybody. When the bus came, I'd get out, he'd drive away. He had a wife and 2 children. That's all. He wants £50 for that.
What? What £50?
He rang. He's going to ring later to arrange things.
Well, when exactly?
Later. We're clean, Ken. That's all there is.
Why didn't you tell me about it before, Bar?
I'm sorry. I'd forgotten, but it was nothing.
Did he ever touch you?
No.
Never?
I believe him and not me. Let's pay and forget this.
No, we're going through with this. I want to murder that fella, because if he's right, I want to roll him for telling me, and if he's wrong, I'll hurt him for hurting you. We'll sit by that bloody phone, you, me, and Marker, and we'll wait. We'll wait.
Does Lipton live near here?
Yeah, 100 yards away.
So you see him quite often?
Sometimes.
Who's Lipton?
If he rings...
Who, Lipton?
The voice, whoever it is, if he rings, make all the arrangements you like. I'll ring back.
Why?
I want to find out who smashed up my office.
I'm thirsty.
Why didn't you tell me about it before, Bar?
Because you believe anything anybody told you, not me. You think I'm too bright, I'm bound to be lying. I give you me, why can't you give me you?
Ah, Mr...
Marker.
Yes. Inquiring again.
I want to borrow a book.
Come in. What book?
Well, it isn't for me, actually. It's a Barbara Pitt. She lives just round the corner. She wants to borrow, I mean, if you've got one, the same sort of book as the one she had before. I mean, by the same author.
Fitzgerald?
Yeah, that's it.
Why couldn't she come herself?
Oh, but she doesn't do that, does she?
Mr. Marker...
Has she been here?
No, look, what's
Would you like her to come for the book herself?
What are you implying?
Do you watch her? I mean, you can from here, can't you?
She's a married woman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get out.
Why?
This is my house.
Well, you invited me in.
But I decide who stays.
Haven't you got the book, then?
If Mrs. Pitt wants a book, she can come here at any time and ask me herself. I'll do all I can to help her.
Not threaten her? For £50?
Mr. Marker, I don't like you very much. I suspect your motives and I detest your manners.
I'm a professional.
What am I supposed to be guilty of? You barge in here...
Oh, you're not on trial. I don't think you've done anything. Well, you're underpaid, but evening class fees don't lead to blackmail.
What?
But you are a helper.
Well, I wouldn't go 2 feet to help you.
But you would to help Barbara Pitt. She's very bright. Very good to have in a class. Someone you can bounce ideas off. Unlike the normal, run-of-the-mill, keen but thick lot,
She's in trouble.
Will you help her? Do you like her?
Yes.
Then save her marriage.
Well, how? For God's sake, how?
I don't know.
No, I don't think you do, Mr. Marker. There are times when I get fed up, deeply fed up with the wet nurse side to my job. When did I last have 5 minutes to myself? This place, it's like Crewe Junction. When did I have 5 minutes to keep abreast of things? And now you!
Well, who comes here, then?
The lot. Uncle Tom Cobley, the boys, the prisoners, you. And what do I do to help? I don't help. I don't do much. I just make myself or this place available.
But they come here?
Yes. Sometimes I wish I were just thick and stupid and could ignore people.
And to get here, this is a cul-de-sac. They'd have to pass Barbara Pitt's place, wouldn't they?
You haven't been listening to me, have you?
Have any of them been here in the last 3 weeks?
Who?
Ex-prisoners.
2.
From around here?
One of them.
Can I have his name and address?
Look, you can't expect me
But you're
to...
not legally bound. You're not a prison visitor, are you?
No.
Is this man about your age, with a nice, light, respectable voice?
Yes.
Yeah, but daft enough to smash up an inquiry agent's office?
Yes.
Was it Lester?
I can't give you the name.
Mr. Lipton, we both know about prison wives, don't we? We've seen them. They're brave, nervous women, and their whole lives are a fake. Once a week, they doll themselves up to look like the best picture their men can see. For an hour. And then they go home. To empty houses. They're the most vulnerable people we know, I reckon. Are like abandoned children. Barbara Pitt's a prison wife.
All right.
Better.
I love you. I'll get it. Yes?
Have you got it?
Yes.
West side of the bridge behind the lifeboat.
Yes. Anywhere.
In half an hour.
Yes.
Look.
It's Martha.
Oh, it's you.
Is it arranged?
Yes, she's got it all fixed up.
Whereabouts?
By the bridge on the west side.
All right. Will you be there?
Yeah, I'll be there, don't you worry.
Well, be there right away.
Yes.
Hacker!
False pretenses. The library.
I know you.
You've done well, Kenny. You've done well.
You've used your abilities, Kenny. You've got on. Don't hurt me, Kenny. You can't blame me for trying now, can you? Have your money back.
Oh, I did time for thieving, Si, not GBH. And I know all about you, Si. I know where you live. Keep it.